Hello, this is the first episode in the Straight Talk with Sgt Chuck show. This will be a YouTube channel and it will also be a podcast. This is going to be a show that will be about business, marketing, and real life, probably some sports stuff thrown in there too because I'm a sports guy. If you're looking for politically correct, it's not going to be that way. If you're offended by hearing it like it is and no BS style, this will not be a channel for you. However, this first episode is about the U.S. Open golf tournament coming up on Thursday down at Pebble Beach, so there won't be any controversy in this one. Here's the deal. 19 years ago in 2000, I won a contest from TaylorMade Golf to take two people to the U.S. Open on them. That time I was in the retail golf equipment business in Portland. I planned long in advance of that, 10 days in advance of the start of the tournament, a trip to Edinburgh, Scotland with my family. And at the same time, my best friend at the time was with his family in France. So I invited him to attend with me, and he flew up to Scotland, and we played a couple rounds of golf up there. I had a friend named Gordon Bell who was a master blender for Johnny Walker. And I'm a Johnny Walker Black lover of Scotch, so this was nice that I would have a friend like that. And he took us to some cool places in Scotland. And then from there, we flew, it seemed like forever, but flew from Edinburgh down to London and across the Atlantic and on into San Francisco. We were jet lagged and tired. The TaylorMade picked us up and put us up at the Four Seasons in San Francisco in two beautiful rooms, and we didn't get a chance to rest. They said, shower up, we're going to dinner. Now, that particular day was the hottest June day on record in the history of San Francisco. It was 102 degrees. They picked a great, authentic Chinese restaurant in Chinatown. Here's the deal. It's 102 degrees. That restaurant didn't have air conditioning because they don't need it in San Francisco, right? So we sweat like pigs over dinner. And then Bill and I wanted nothing better than to go back to bed at the hotel and catch up on our sleep. But the TaylorMade guy said, hey, we'd really like to have some fun. We know you guys like it too. We've got a special place for you. So they took us down to a strip club called Mitchell Brothers. No, I'm not a strip club guy normally, but you know, I was going along with the gig here. We get to this place, TaylorMade, I think that was $50 a head was the cover charge to get into the club. And it was beautiful women in there. And apparently this was an historic business in San Francisco. Been around since the late 60s. It was owned at one time by two brothers, but prior to 2000, one of the brothers killed the other one and recently just got out of prison from his manslaughter charge. So a little history there. And anyway, boys will be boys, right? The next day, my local TaylorMade guy and a couple of his buddies drove Bill and I down to the Monterey Peninsula. On the way, we stopped and played a round of golf, and then we checked in at the Carmel Valley Lodge, which was supplied by TaylorMade Golf. Our plan was to play golf in the mornings because TaylorMade had set up several outings on other courses on the peninsula, some great courses, not only Carmel Valley Country Club, but Poppy Hills and some like that. So anyway, we play golf in the morning, we go over to Pebble Beach in the afternoon and watch the tournament. It wasn't a great golf tournament. That's the year that Tiger Woods won by 15 strokes. The second place finisher was 3 over par. Tiger was 12 under. It was an amazing exhibition of golf. On the final day, we did what I always do at a tournament, go out in the morning and watch the leaders come through the first few holes they're going to play, which is actually afternoon at that particular time, and then go back to the hospitality tent, have a couple of beverages, and watch the rest of the golf tournament. A special treat was that TaylorMade had set it up where their guests would play Pebble Beach on Monday on U.S. Open conditions. Not from the same tees the pros played from, but far enough back to make it tough. But of course, the rough was grown up and gnarly as it was for the tournament. In fact, one day longer because they didn't mow any of that stuff. It was a real challenge. The treat was that our caddy carried both of our bags. We had stand bags, they were light, no big deal, but he claimed to be the regular caddy for Clint Eastwood. Now, whether he was or wasn't doesn't matter. He had great stories, so he was very, very entertaining guy. From the marketing side, TaylorMade and all the other businesses that had hospitality tents down there used this to entertain their big customers. Now, I'd won a contest, so I wasn't one of their largest customers for TaylorMade, but some of their biggest guys in the country were there, and also some of their local golf professionals they wanted to honor were there, and their executives, of course, and so that was fun. And the other hospitality tents was the same thing. There was many CEOs of Fortune 500 companies down there we got to rub elbows with. So great from the marketing side for the companies putting it on, and a whole lot of fun for us. Again, this is the first episode of Straight Talk with Sgt Chuck, so there hasn't been any political incorrectness here, unless you call going to Mitchell Brothers politically incorrect, and you may. If you want to Google Mitchell Brothers San Francisco, you will find the history of this place, which is very, very colorful. And when I Googled it, I also saw that in October of 2018, it was for sale for $10 million. If they get that kind of money for that business, it must be a hell of a business. And the night I was there, it was packed, so probably was. Thank you very much for watching my first episode, and I'll catch you in the next one.